So today, I always have a problem when a recipe calls for cream of mushroom soup. We all know cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup. Most of us that can't handle the dairy cannot have those. So I found in the back of my refrigerator some mushrooms that they needed to be used. So I thought this would be a perfect time to make some cream of mushroom soup. So there are lots of arguments that go on how to properly clean a mushroom. Some say rinse them in water, some say just dry clean them. Because they had been in the fridge for a while, they were getting a little coating on them. So I did go ahead and rinse them. If you rinse them, you want to make sure you dry them off really, really well because you don't want moisture in the soup. And then we cut up, finely chopped, 2 cups of mushrooms. So we're going to get our pan started here. We're basically going to start cooking down our mushrooms, and then we're going to make our roux that we made for like our cheese sauce, our bechamel sauce. We're going to do that again. It's pretty much all there is, right? We're just going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. We're going to get the mushrooms in there. All right, all 2 cups. Now this is a slow process. It's kind of like when you're doing onions. You don't want to fry them. You don't want them to get crispy. You don't even really want them to get browned. Just like onions and other things, we're just trying to get them to cook down and release some of their natural moisture. I adjusted it to medium heat. And we're going to let it cook for about 2 to 3 minutes until the mushrooms have really shrunk down in size. As you can see, you couldn't see the bottom of the pan when I put them in. You're going to see the bottom of the pan when they're ready. Well, as you can see, the mushrooms have cooked down nice. You can see the bottom of the pan. Some of their natural juices are in there. So now we're going to add flour first. I want to really coat the mushrooms, get those going. Make sure all the mushrooms are coated in the flour. Don't worry about any flour sticking to the pan. It's all going to come together. We have our and that was 2 tablespoons of flour to our 4 tablespoons of butter. It's always 2 parts butter to 1 part flour. So this is going to melt. I'm just going to get this all in here. Now we're going to start making the roux. And our mushrooms are just going to become a part of the roux. It's still on medium heat, which is fine. I have my milk that's at room temperature. We're going to get my whisk out here. Might be a little harder to whisk it with the mushrooms in here. Oh wow, that looks really good. All right, now we're going to start adding. And I did not add any seasoning to the mushrooms. No seasoning is added yet. So now we're going to gradually So yes, this mushroom soup is going to have a little more mushroom chunks in it. If you don't want the mushroom chunks out of it, you can try straining it. I've never done that before, but I like the chunkiness of this. It always bothered me eating the cream of mushroom soup. You could taste it, but there was never any, mushrooms in it, or not enough mushrooms in it. We're not going to have that problem with this. All right, so we got it all added in. We're going to just finish it off there. It's okay at the end to just kind of dump out that last half cup of milk or so. We already got all the flour mixed in, so now this is, once again, it's just patience. We are going to add 1 teaspoon of salt and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground pepper. That is all the seasoning we're going to add to this. You can see it's already thickening. I can get my spoon back here. We want it to coat the back of our spoon. Almost, not quite. And then it's just patience. Our cream of mushroom soup is thickening, as you can see. It's bubbling kind of a lot, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit to low and let it go a few more minutes. It's coating the back of our spoon well. Let's see. Like that. You have to store this in the refrigerator. Just keep that in mind. I have a nice glass jar I'm going to put mine in after it cools in the pan. Right now, I'm going to try a little bit, make sure our seasoning is correct. You should always try it. See if you have to add a little more salt or pepper. That's the best cream of mushroom soup I've had. You're gonna love this. It's gonna be over chicken, over fish, over pasta, anything you want. That's really good. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope this makes dealing with AlphaGal a little easier for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye.